Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Chill English podcast. I'm Lisa, and today we're diving into a topic that's close to everyone's heart. Turning your dream into reality. Sounds big, right? But trust me, we're going to break it down together.
Hey guys, I'm Brian. And wow, Lisa, I love this topic already. We all have dreams, some wild, some realistic, and some we're even afraid to say out loud. But the real question is, how do we actually make those dreams come true?
Exactly. And I think most people don't fail because their dream is impossible. They fail because they don't believe it's possible for them.
Oof, that's deep and true. So in today's episode, we'll talk about why dreams matter, what holds us back, and the real steps to turn your dream into something real. Plus, we'll share personal stories, vocabulary tips, and maybe even give you a little push to get started.
Yep, so whether your dream is to speak English fluently, start your own business, travel the world, or simply feel proud of who you are, this episode is for you.
Let's jump in and explore why we dream in the first place. Ready, Lisa?
Let's do it. So, Brian, let's start from the beginning. Why do you think people dream big in the first place?
I think dreaming big is just part of being human. It gives us hope. It gives us direction. When we imagine something better, like a better job, a better life, or even just a better version of ourselves, we feel more alive.
Right. And dreaming doesn't cost anything, you know? When I was younger, I used to dream about traveling the world and being free. I didn't know how, but the dream made me excited to wake up every day.
Exactly. Even if we don't know the how, the dream itself is like a compass. It shows us where our heart wants to go.
Yeah. And sometimes our dreams are shaped by who we admire, like musicians, writers, athletes, or even people around us who inspire us to do more.
Totally. You know what's interesting? Most successful people started with just a small dream. Nothing big. Just a quiet thought in their mind, like, what if I could do that too?
And that tiny what if becomes the seed. If you keep watering it with belief and action, it starts to grow.
So true. Without dreams, we can get stuck in the same routine. Life becomes boring, right?
Yeah. Like waking up, working, eating, sleeping. Repeat. Dreams add color to life.
And even if the dream changes over time, it still gives us a reason to grow.
Beautifully said. So, guys, if you're listening now, we want to ask you, what's your dream? It doesn't have to be huge, just something that matters to you.
Hold on to that thought, because next, we're going to talk about what stops people from turning that dream into reality. And trust me, it's not always about talent or luck.
Yep, it's often something inside us. Ready to go deeper?
Let's go. All right, so we all have dreams. But let's be real, why do so many people never reach them? What do you think, Lisa?
The first thing that comes to mind is fear. Fear of failing. Fear of being judged. Fear of not being good enough. It's like people dream big, but then suddenly they hear that little voice inside saying, "You can't do that."
Exactly. That voice can be louder than we think. And sometimes, it's not just fear, it's self-doubt. Like, we believe in other people's dreams more than we believe in our own.
True. And then there's procrastination. You know that I'll start tomorrow mindset? But tomorrow never comes.
Yeah, I used to be a professional procrastinator. I had dreams, ideas, but I waited for the perfect time. Newsflash, there's no perfect time.
Same here. Another thing is the comfort zone. People don't want to feel uncomfortable, so they stay where it's safe, even if it means giving up their dream.
Right. And let's not forget the environment. If you're surrounded by negative people who say, that's impossible, it's really hard to stay motivated.
Totally agree. And sometimes people don't even realize that their own environment is silently killing their motivation.
Yeah. So let's break this down for our listeners. Here are the top 5 things that stop people from turning dreams into reality. Fear, self-doubt, procrastination, comfort zone, and negative environment.
If any of those sound familiar to you, don't worry, you're not alone. We've all felt stuck at some point.
But the good news is, you can overcome every single one of them. And in the next part, we're going to show you how.
That's right. We'll give you a simple, step-by-step plan to turn your dream into a real goal and then into real life.
Stay with us.
So, Brian, we've talked about why people dream and what holds them back. Now, let's get into the fun part. How to actually make it happen.
Yes, this is where things get real. Because dreaming is the easy part, right? But turning that dream into reality, that takes some action.
Totally, and you don't need to take giant steps all at once. Small, steady steps can take you really far.
Exactly. So let's walk through a few simple steps that anyone can follow. We're not talking about magic, just a clear path.
All right, first one, get clear on your dream, like really clear.
Right. A lot of people say, I want to be successful, but what does that even mean? You need to define it. Is it starting your own business? Becoming fluent in English? Moving to another country?
Yep, the more specific you are, the easier it is to chase it. I remember when I wrote down, I want to become a podcast host who inspires English learners. That was the moment it felt real.
Love that. And once you're clear, the next step is to make a plan. What's something small you can do this week?
Yeah, not a big complicated plan, just break it down. Like, if your dream is to be a public speaker, maybe your first step is joining a speaking club or recording your voice for fun.
Exactly. That brings us to the next part. Take action. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Just start.
Oh, I used to wait and wait, thinking I wasn't ready. But honestly, you get ready by doing.
Facts. I was scared to speak in public, but once I started practicing, even just with friends, it got easier over time.
And here's the thing, it won't always be easy. That's why mindset matters. You have to stay positive even when it's hard.
For sure. There were times I felt like giving up, but I'd remind myself why I started, and that helped me push through.
Me too. Sometimes I just repeated, keep going, you're getting closer. Little words, but they kept me going.
And here's something people often forget. Your environment matters a lot.
So true. If you're always around people who say, that's impossible, guess what? You'll start believing it.
Yeah, but if you're around dreamers, doers, people who support you, you grow faster. Even if it's online, follow people who inspire you.
Podcasts, YouTube, books. Surround yourself with good energy. That's how you stay in the game. Hey, Brian, just curious, what was one small action that really helped you chase your dream?
Honestly, writing down my goals every morning. It kept me focused and reminded me what I was working toward. What about you?
For me, it was recording my first podcast episode. Even though I was super nervous, I didn't feel ready, but doing it anyway gave me confidence.
So guys, here's something for you to try. Pick one small step, just one, and do it today. It could be writing your dream down, setting a goal, or taking that first action.
That one step might not change your life instantly, but it starts the journey. And that's what matters.
Next up, we'll share a couple of real stories about people who turn their dreams into reality. So stay with us. It might just light a spark in you too.
Let's keep going.
All right, Lisa, it's one thing to talk about dreams, but when we see real people actually turning their dreams into reality, that's next level inspiration.
Totally agree. And the cool part is, these people didn't have anything special, no magic, just effort, belief, and baby steps.
Exactly. Let's start with someone most people know, J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter. Did you know she wrote the first book while she was broke, depressed, and living on government support?
Yeah, and she was rejected by like 12 publishers, right?
Yup, but she didn't give up. She believed in her story. And today, she's one of the most successful authors in the world.
That gives me goosebumps. Imagine if she had stopped at the first rejection. We'd never have Harry Potter.
Exactly. The dream was real to her, even when no one else saw it.
Let me share another one. Someone more every day. There's this guy named Carlos from Brazil. He wanted to speak English fluently but didn't have money for classes, so he used free apps, YouTube, and podcasts every single day for a year.
Really? That's commitment.
Yeah, and guess what? Now he works remotely for an international company. He's living his dream because he showed up every day, even when it was hard.
That's so powerful. Sometimes people think you need big resources, but no, you just need big reasons.
Exactly. Whether you're writing a book or learning a new language, the dream starts growing the moment you stop waiting and start doing.
So, if you're listening to this and thinking, but I'm not special, well, guess what? Neither were they. They just kept going.
That's right. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. And keep showing up, even when it's slow.
Because success isn't about luck. It's about action, consistency, and mindset.
And if you ever feel discouraged, just remind yourself, if they can do it, I can too. All right, friends, it's time for one of our favorite parts of the show, vocabulary time.
Yep, we always want to help you not just feel inspired, but also grow your English step by step. So today, we've picked out 6 useful words and phrases from the episode.
Let's go through them one by one with real examples, so they're easy to remember. All right, first one, dream big. It means to imagine something great for your future, something beyond what feels safe or small.
Like when you say, one day I'll open my own cafe in Italy. That's dreaming big.
Yep, and dreaming big helps you grow, even if the dream changes later.
Next up, comfort zone. This means the place where you feel safe and in control, but you're not really growing.
Oh yeah, like staying in the same job for 10 years just because it feels familiar even if you're not happy.
Right. The magic usually happens outside your comfort zone.
Number 3, take action. This just means to do something instead of only thinking or planning.
Like, if your dream is to speak better English, taking action could be listening to this podcast or practicing with a friend today.
Yes, even small actions count.
Here's a tricky one, procrastination. That's when you keep delaying or putting something off.
We all do it sometimes, like saying, I'll start tomorrow, but tomorrow never comes.
True, but if we want to reach our dreams, we've got to stop procrastinating and just begin.
Next is mindset, your attitude or way of thinking about something.
If you believe you can do it, that's a strong mindset. If you always doubt yourself, that's a negative mindset.
Your mindset really shapes your reality.
Last one, break it down. This means to divide something big into smaller, easier parts.
Like if your goal is to write a book, don't try to do it all at once. Break it down 1 page a day.
Exactly. That way, your dream feels possible instead of overwhelming.
Let's review real quick. Dream big, comfort zone, take action, procrastination, mindset, and break it down.
Try using 1 or 2 of these in your daily life, or even write a sentence using each. That's how new words stick.
Coming up next are final thoughts to help you feel confident and motivated to chase your dream.
Let's bring it home.
Wow, Brian, this has been such a powerful conversation today. I feel inspired just talking about turning dreams into reality.
Same here, Lisa. And I hope our listeners are feeling that energy too. Because no matter where you are in life right now, your dream is still alive. It's just waiting for you to move.
Yes, and remember, guys, You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to start somewhere, one step, one small win.
And it's okay to feel scared. It's okay to make mistakes. That's all part of the journey. What matters is that you don't give up on yourself.
Exactly. Believe in your dream, even if no one else does yet. That belief is the first real step towards success.
So before we go, here's a little challenge for you. Take just 5 minutes today. Sit down, write down your dream, and one small action you can take this week. That's it. No pressure, just progress.
And if you liked this episode, share it with a friend who also has a dream. Sometimes, one message can change everything.
Oh, and don't forget to check the description for a free PDF that includes today's vocabulary, key steps, and a little worksheet to help you take action right away.
We're here to remind you every week. You are capable, you are strong, and your dream is possible.
So keep dreaming, keep going, and most of all, keep believing in yourself.
See you in the next episode, friends.
Take care and start now. Your future is waiting.